Hey, what's going on here, guys? Randock here from BTR Breakin and the one half of BTR Brothers. And I just wanted to come on here and talk you through a foam rolling sequence, which can be used for warm up preparation for exercise and fitness and any kind of functional movements, and also a foam roll sequence that could also be used for muscle recovery and to reduce the recovery process. And so I'm going to go ahead and share this video. We got Jay Soul here, the other half of BTR Brothers and BTR Breakin, founder of BTR Breakin, and he's going to be demonstrating a foam roll sequence here. So what you see here is he's rolling out his upper back thoracic spine, getting all those paraspinal muscles, which are extremely important to prepare our bodies for rotation and also for any type of extension, flexion movements. He's moving into the lateral line here, working on his lats, which insert into his shoulder, rotator cuff, and shoulder stabilization, which is extremely important for stabilizing yourself during handstands or any type of inverted movements. Maybe even planche movements. Here he's working on his pecs. He's moving into the anterior sling here on our myofascial lines, working on the quads, the IT band now, and TFL muscles, and which is important for the lateral line, kind of preparing the body for frontal plane movements. And here he's working on his quadratus lumborum, maybe perhaps the upper half of his pelvic floor psoas, now moving into the hamstrings, calves, gastroc complex behind the knee, which is important for kicking type movements to engage the posterior chain. I like here how he's jumping into a Z-sit position to get to his adductors, all those massive adductor muscles that help with flexion, squatting, also to initiate flaring movements. And here you see him kind of continuing on working on the adductors in a more standing functional position. Now we got Jay Soul going back down onto his forearms, working the forearm muscles, all those extensors of his wrists and elbow, which is important in stabilizing wrist movements. Anything over in an inverted position using his arms, and then working on his wrist flexors now, which can get really tight really fast. Super good idea to do after working out or even before to prepare the movement to work on his mobility and stabilization. So that was a quick foam roll sequence. You saw that he did one side of his body. He did move from posterior chain. If you think about our body being encased by this fascial layer, our myofascia, which is undervalued and underlooked when preparing the body for to engage in dynamic movements in multiple planes, which is a realistic. It is, we're talking about preparing the body to perform at its best. And many of the elite level athletes are using these methods to prepare the body to engage, to make that connection from the brain to the musculoskeletal system, and helping the body prepare to receive data or information from the environment to go back to the brain to prepare muscle stabilization, joint stabilization, etc. And so go ahead and give this one a go, guys. I encourage you guys to maybe perhaps go through that sequence. You can see that took Jay less than a minute to go through all those. You can easily do your entire body, both sides, front and back side, in all different planes, within 2 minutes. But I would recommend, a good warm up for about 2 to 5 minutes to prepare the body in any case. But this is just one method of many, which is very practical if you're utilizing movements, especially if you're going to be preparing movements for and your biomechanics to engage in the transverse plane or a lot of rotational movements, which happen to be a huge deal in break-in, the art of breaking and break fitness. So if you guys have any questions, please leave us a comment. We definitely love to receive those questions and comments. And if you like it, please share the video and subscribe to our Instagram page and Facebook page. Anyway, Randock here from BTR Breaking, and until next time, aloha.